Hi, Victoria here, Director and owner of HBA and Compass and the Bookkeeper Hub and the author of Zest for Success. So the last couple of episodes we've been talking about staffing, we've been talking about contractors and we've been talking about outsourcing. What I want to talk about today is when you actually employ real Australian staff, what are the things that you need to do legally to make sure that you're covered. So the first thing you need to do is have a letter of employment or a letter of offer where it states what their position is, what their role is, what their salary is, whether it's part-time, casual or full-time, and then generally there are things in there about limitations of trade and stealing of clients and that kind of thing. So a letter of employment is number one. The second thing that your staff need to fill out is a tax file number declaration. Now that currently is a red paper form that you can get from the tax office. I believe some newsagents stock them, if not try your accountant, and that's where your employee fills in their details, including what kind of tax that you're going to take out of their wages. The third thing is to make sure that you're registered for PAYG, which your accountant can do, or you can ring the tax office if you need to. Then you need to look at the minimum wages for anyone in their situation. So Australia has a fairly complex award system, and it is administered by the federal government, and Fairwork Australia is the website to go to, fairwork.gov.au. Now if you are a company, you are automatically covered by Fair Work. If you are a sole trader or partnership, depending on when you're incorporated, you may be covered by a state act. So these awards will give you the minimum wages, the holidays, the allowances, the penalties, and all kinds of important things that you need to have. So they're the minimum things that you need to have. You also need to be covered for workers' compensation, and you also need to make sure that they give you a super choice form, which you can download from the ATO, and it will tell you where their superannuation needs to go to. Once you've done that, it's a matter of working out their pays. Now, just say that you don't have a payroll program. It is possible to do something like this in Excel, where you can keep track of their gross pay, the tax taken out, the net pay, and the super that's payable, and then add it up monthly or quarterly to ensure your pays are done. But under the Fair Work Act, you are required to give your employees a pay slip each pay, which shows all their pay details plus any leave accruals. So I really suggest to you that you use a payroll program. As you know from prior episodes of this, Xero is my payroll accounting program of choice, and its payroll program is very, very easy to set up and very easy to use. The only other thing that really relates to employees is payroll tax. That's something that when you have basically $1 million worth of payroll, there's some additional state tax that you need to pay. I know it probably seems eons away while you're starting your business, but just keep that in the back of your mind. But we do talk about that further later in our series. So that's Payroll Basics 101. If you've got any queries, email me admin@bookkeeperhub.com.au. Now my task for you today is to work out which state law or federal law is applicable to the industry that you're in. Make sure that you are paying at least the minimum wages and work out which payroll program you're using. So that's all for today, and I'll see you on the other side.